Cześć, witam, dzień dobry, what's up? This is Mike for Flew the Coop. Today I'm going to visit this Polish village by the name of Bugaj here in the Wielkopolski region, where we're going to take a quick inside tour and more so an outside tour of this palace in Bugaj. I want to explain briefly why we're only going to do a brief interior tour. It's mainly because there are three occupants of this palace, and the upstairs part of the house is their personal space, so that's off limits. A portion of this palace also serves as a hotel, a very quaint hotel. I believe they have just a handful of rooms. Typically, this palace serves as a place for weddings. Unfortunately, through COVID, they suffered a huge loss when their restaurant component of the business went under, and it's been hard to find help to replace them, to bring it back up to where it was prior to COVID. So right now, this place is basically a residence of three people. They're actually selling it for 8 million zloty. And that translates roughly in today's market to about 1.8 or 2.3 million dollars, depending on where the dollar's trending. So as we take a tour of this property, it perhaps could be yours if you're willing to spend that much money. And believe me, as a foreigner, as an American looking into Poland and seeing the bang that you get for your buck here and how much further your dollar goes, I would highly recommend people start slowly looking into the Polish market, perhaps for some investment. Okay, so before we actually do a tour of this palace, I wanted to give you a brief overview from the aerial footage from our good old friends over at Google. And as you can see, there are a couple forests around this property. This one's really huge. If you notice around here, this is dominated by farmers and farmland. The Wielkopolski region here in Poland are primarily farmers. If I had to do a side-by-side comparison, how many farmers are in this region versus how many average blue-collar, white-collar, working-class people live here, I'm pretty sure this region is probably more than 50, 55 to 60% farmers. Again, you can see the terrain, lots of farmland, primarily farmland. But what's so special about this property is it also has its own forest it sits adjacent to. And I don't know if this is part of the sale price. As I said, it's anywhere between 1.8 and 2.3 million dollars. But you have access to a forest nonetheless. As I said, this piece of land right here, this comes with the property. Let's do a little bit better close up of this property. I didn't have an opportunity to ask the owner of this property or the owners of this property if this is what is part of the asking price, but it does say it sits on 1.5 hectares, which is the equivalent of about 3.2, 3.4 acres. Anyway, let's get into the video. So as you can see, they have Chopin concerts here from time to time if you're into classical piano music, classical music in general. Reading the information here, it sits on about 10 hectares of land. Really beautiful day, a hot sunny day here in Poland. These trees right here, we might consider them to be evergreens, but these are actually called tuya in Poland. This is the owner's sister right here. Just. Look at this place, how beautiful it is. They actually had a restaurant, and when COVID struck, things didn't go so well. I'm gonna do a walk around tour and see what you think about it. Beautiful place. This place dates back to the 1700s. Formerly owned by some Polish aristocrat. This is very common for Poland during this time, 1700s, 1800s, full of aristocracies. Again, look how peaceful. 3 people live here. Really beautiful place. So yes, again, I just arrived here. I don't know too much about the property. I read some brochure, but yes, it's going back to about the 1700s, about 1730, 1750. Just a really beautiful piece of land and property. I mean, this is amazing. So if we look behind us here, this is basically a piece of land that's the equivalent of, I would say, a soccer field. It maybe even a football field. It's a huge piece of land. You could do whatever you want with it. It comes with the property. Again, this makes up the 10 hectares as a whole that this house is situated on. It's not even a house, it's actually a palace. Totally refurbished. I'll show you some before and after photos. These owners actually bought the place in 2000 and did a full renovation of it. And it had to be done through a conservatorship. So they had to maintain and preserve every facet of this house. Windows. We're approaching the back of the house. Look at this place. This is just amazing. This is this room. We'll go inside shortly. So this is basically your backyard. Total place for entertaining. So if you like seclusion, and be able to have the opportunity to entertain, this is what you get. This place actually serves as a hotel too. It's part of the historic chain right here. You can see it right here. Poldanovskich. These are the current owners. So these are the people that actually did the renovation, who are the current owners looking to sell this property. Again, very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. Peaceful. I've been here for at least 2 hours. I haven't seen one person. It's situated in the village. This is probably one of the downfalls of this particular property. But if you like seclusion, peace and quiet, with a lot of acreage, I think this is a very beautiful place. So I'm going to give you the side view of this place also. You can only imagine buying something like this in California for the price. Beautiful long driveway that you enter on the property. Right now we're getting ready to go inside. And they kept it in a very preserved manner. Like I said, through the conservatorship, we'll see a lot of things. Like I said, it used to be a restaurant. Currently, it's a place to host wedding after parties. Got my buddy Sabina here. Hey, Sabina.
Hello, Mike.
Hey.
I ordered beers.
2 more beers coming up?
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna head into one of the rooms that was part of the restaurant. So you can see it's done in a old traditional style here in Poland that was relevant at the times. This place is going back to the 1700s. I'm not saying this furniture is from the 1700s, but you can see a lot of, old pictures. This is a nice sunroom. Lots of natural light. Really beautiful. Specific, from what I'm understanding, you could do whatever you want with this place. If you want to modernize it, which would be a tragedy on the inside, but why would you? Again, this is a specific buyer. They played the music for us. They started the music for us. This is also somebody's house, so people live here. There are 3 individuals living in this huge house. This room's rather dark. This was also part of the restaurant. Again, that closed under COVID. One of the most fascinating things here is when you look at these ceilings, this design and detail that goes into the roof. The ceilings, there's just a lot of detail. And the camera can't do it any justice, but it's a really fabulous house. Again, I keep calling it a house. It's a palace. It's not a mansion, it's not a house, it's a palace. Again, one of the rooms, additional room that was part of the restaurant. Elegant and modest at the same time. Really beautiful place. Anyway, I don't know what I'm advertising this place as, but I'm just surprised I encountered a place like this. Just a random occurrence today. So this was the original owner, right? This guy right here. Here is one of the original owners, Augustin Gorzinski, as I mentioned before. Here's a view of the back of the place before the addition of the dome and deck. Here's a photo of the roof. As you can see, it's growing birch trees. Here's the entrance of the house, which is really hard to believe. Another view of the back before the addition of the dome and deck area. And the complete transformation. These people did a spectacular job. Finish? Where are you going? Outside? You can go outside? First class service. Okay. Dziękuję bardzo. Dziękuję.
Oh, it's really nice. No, here.
Yeah, this is great. I feel like...
Już wchodzą? Ja właśnie chyba miałam w aucie, bo mam taki specyficzny zapach. Mówię, chyba mi w garażu wyszło, myż w
To jest
tym...
możliwe, bo one już uciekają po prostu.
To proszę zamknąć.
To trzeba zamykać drzwi, tak,
Dokładnie.
przynajmniej tak w ciągu dnia.
No,
No, bo później wieczorem to wiadomo zamknięte, ale w ciągu dnia to one właśnie szukają już
tak,
ciepłych miejsc i...
Really beautiful place. Hate to say goodbye to it. On to the next one. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. If you could do me a favor, please hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to bring you as much content as possible here in Poland, where we're going to visit really unique places off the beaten path. And that'll do it for this one. Until the next one, this is Mike for Flew the Coop. Cześć.
Rankiem dbają miłość, nocą